just got done with the Vermeer service call. Now I had to put my cat hat on because here we are. This is our next service call. We're gonna round out the day with this one. It's a really simple service here. We're gonna do an engine service, fuel, air. We're gonna take a look at the hydro. Let's see if we have any issues there. We brought it just in case, but we're gonna let him know whether or not it's gonna have to be serviced or not. Here's the machine. Let's take a look around. We got a 262 D3, pretty new Caterpillar here. We have a closed cab on here, so we're gonna be doing some AC service also if it has filters and stuff like that. We're just gonna give it a quick run around check. It's a new customer, so we want to make sure we take care of him. So let's jump into it. Drain access is packed with dirt down here. Clear some of this debris out.
Nice.
Oh yeah, black gold. All right, so this is our full service pack that we have here from Caterpillar. We have our primary air filter. We have our safety air filter, secondary. We have our engine oil filter. We have our fuel water separator. This is going to be our crankcase breather filter here. We also have our hydraulic filter element that goes in the canister in there. And then these two air filters are for our air conditioning of our closed cab unit. So we have this is our secondary safety and our primary air filter there. Keep all of the dust out of the cab when they're running the AC on and this thing's running in the field. We have the oil draining already, so we're gonna go ahead and work on taking off all of our filter elements and stuff like that from the machine. Like this, just like that. Easy as 1, 2, 3.
They didn't tighten it up all the way like they
usually do.
I'm gonna look bad on camera. And this thing is gonna open up all kinds of possibilities.
Yeah, just about. It's a little bit easier access here on this side though. You can see the oil filter a little bit better. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of leakage there. Hopefully I could pull it off quick. I don't like this. They should have just remote mounted it like all the other ones.
The remote, even though it's a comfortable or a nice feature, it always end up leaking. Either the hose
or the seals on
the so it's like they can't get it right. I don't know why.
Strap wrench back on it just to crank it a little bit. I'm gonna tighten it up a little bit. The space is a little bit too tight for my hand to get a good grip on it, so I'll crank it a little bit with this, not too tight, just enough to seal.
I'm thinking that technicians out there won't be able to perform this service without a nice strap wrench.
Head over to our website and you can buy one.
Order now.
Order now. This is what we call a fuel water separator. This bowl goes on the bottom of our new filter here. What this does is water is heavier than diesel, so if we have any water contaminants in our diesel fuel, this is kind of like a safeguard. Hopefully it can catch it and the water will drain out into this bowl. Periodically, you're supposed to come and open this little drain here, and it has a little tube, drain out, any excess water if it has any. When water mixes with diesel, you'll be able to see it. It kind of forms beads. It doesn't mix, obviously. And so that's always important to remember to check these bowls if you have them on the machines. Remember to mark your filters.
Always. It's like the number one.
Gonna screw this on here like that. Nice and snug. This one's going back in there. This is our hydraulic oil filter canister. We have a new element. The element is going to go inside this can. We might get some big leaks from this one. Oh, shouldn't be too bad. So now here we are. This is our hydro element. Got two clips right here. Squeeze them. It'll release our
Oh,
element.
that's
there.
nasty.
Doesn't look too good. Oil is a little bit brown. Definitely, I would say it was on time here. That's that. We're gonna grab our new element here. Drop it in slowly. Kind of let it absorb some of the oil. And so these two tabs here are actually our locking tabs. There's a groove in the canister there. If you could kind of see shiny part, that's where this thing's gonna lock into. So we're gonna go ahead and press down, and now this filter is secured in here, locked in.
So that thing is kind of a weird shape center.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that tab on the side, as you spin it, it'll orientate itself to fit in place.
No, there's no tab.
There is
So
a
I'm
tab.
thinking, see how this thing, it's gonna go in there, and then it's gonna kind
Gonna latch somewhere in there.
of, as you can see from the factory, there's an orientation mark that they placed on this thing. So that's pretty much where it was left off, and we're right back there. So we don't want to over torque this thing. We're probably gonna handle services on this thing, so it's gonna fight us next time we get it off if we over tighten. All right, so now we got our hydro done, our fuel water separator, engine oil filter. Now we're gonna move on to our engine crankcase breather filter, and that's going to be housed there in that little black canister right there with that tube hanging down. So we're gonna go ahead and disconnect that tube from the bottom and then spin right there. You have some grooves on there so you could grip onto it. So we're gonna spin that bottom canister off and replace that that element that goes in there. Come on, baby. Crankcase breather filter. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this off, just like that. You can see it's pretty loaded. This is catching all of our leftover oil. Once it gets too filled up, it has kind of like a little valve there, and it'll actually release the oil back into the oil pan. Seal that we need to replace here, so let's grab an O-ring picker. Replace this one and throw the new filter in. Set it into our groove, wrap it around, put a new seal on there like that. Take our crankcase breather filter, pop it in, there you go. Push it in and tighten it up. All right, give it a little tighten. Good. I'm gonna go ahead and replace our tube that we took off the bottom. And there you go. So our plug is 7/8. So 7/8, this is gonna be your engine oil drain. There's a small little access cover that's right below the middle of the engine here. You got two 13s that hold the little cover on, this little square plate. So that's going to be directly under the engine. Then you have a 7/8 for our actual drain plug under the engine.
Gotta be careful because there's many other drains there, I believe.
Yeah, there's one extra drain that's visible, and that's actually for the hydraulic tank. So you don't want to pull that one. You have a lot of oil coming at you quickly. This one is going to be located directly under the engine. So it's a fine thread, so it's kind of hard to get it started. Drain plug's back on. Do a little cleaning here. Oh, come on.
Here you go.
Thanks. We have two access holes here, and this is going to be our engine oil. And this one is actually, I believe it's for our fuel tank. It's right under our fuel tank, so wouldn't be surprised. Which is a good thing. Cat never used to put drains on these things. Just like that. All of our filters are changed. The only remaining filters are our air filters for our cab and our machine. So we're going to go ahead and throw our machine side in. So first, we have our secondary or safety. Push, twist. Nice seat in there. And primary, gonna do the same thing. Push and twist. And that's seated. And where's our cover?
It's right up there.
There she is. So these covers also have an orientation for the top. And what this does is it actually creates a cyclone when the air is being scooped in. And so all of the heavy stuff will drop to the bottom. There's a little hole there. In that hole, you'll be draining it, cleaning it out with through here. So you want to make sure to orientate your air cap as well. And there you go. What we got out in this oil pan, thinking, what do you say, maybe 12 quarts, about 3 gallons of
Maybe more, but
oil. So we'll
let's start with
out
3.
Yeah, we'll start out with 3, recheck our oil level, and go from there.
Voila. Pick your poison, doggy.
We got to keep it fully stocked. We'll go with some Reliant 1540. This is diesel grade 1540 here. I have one open, so we're gonna get 3 full, and then if we need any extra, then we can pour the rest in. So this right here is diesel grade 1540 engine oil. Right here we have our API certification and the CK4. This is actually the specific standard for diesel. And if you take a look right here on our engine, we have API CK4. So Cat normally is going to want you to use their proprietary oil, which is this one, Cat DOULS. But as you can see from our oil that we have here, this is actually the same specification, API CK4, that is needed in this engine. So pretty much oil is all the same thing. The only thing that Cat wants to do is they want to sell their name on it. So they're going to charge you a little bit more for their oil, but this right here is what is required by the machine. So all you have to do is just go ahead and look for that specification there, and all of your diesels should use about the same. All right, so crucial part of this service as well. Thankfully, this machine has an electric pump for our fuel system. So we just want to cycle the key a few times. You can hear the pump running, and right now it shuts off at about 30 seconds. But we want to make sure that we don't have any air in the system, because what we're going to do is we're going to go and start it up and we have air in the system and it's going to struggle to start. And so what will end up happening is we're going to have to keep cycling the starter, and we could potentially burn the starter. So this step right here of priming the fuel pump will help us prevent potential failure of a starter or something like that. I took off the cover quickly and I only saw one filter, so we might have to search for the other one.
It might be deeper in there, no?
Maybe.
It's got to be behind it because that's safety.
You can hear that buzzing there. That's our fuel pump running.
So don't crank before you prime. Or do so and then call us so we can come out and start it for you.
See what happens. I gotta close this door. So I'm gonna go into my service here, reset our service meters. So engine oil change, intervals 500, and we just did it. Fuel filter change is the same. Our intervals 500, we just did it. Hydro filter is 1,000 hours. Since this machine is brand new, we wanted to kind of take caution to that and change it early. So we're also going to reset this. So right there, are you sure you want to reset? Hit the green again. There you go, reset. Fuel filter, we changed that as well. We're going to go ahead and reset that. And our engine oil, change that as well. There you go. Now all of our service intervals are going to start over. So this machine will actually tell you when service is needed. So if by any chance they do go over hours, then this machine will tell us on our display. We're also going to throw a sticker on here just in case, you know, owners and operators need that much more, just a little reminder. Go ahead and back out, and everything's running fine. We didn't have any sputters or anything like that, so that means that we cleared all of the air out of our fuel system, which is a very good thing. And throttle up. Sounds strong, everything's good. Now we're gonna go ahead and change our AC cabin air filters. Very simple. And we're gonna take you in the cab right here, right behind my seat. Right behind our operator seat is this. Oh wow, we got a radio in here.
Turn on the tube.
Oh yeah.
So right here on this side we have, this is where our AC filters are being stored. Go ahead and take these out. And there you go. It's a little bit dusty. Shake out some excess dust.
Guess that filter is doing his job.
So yeah, and we have our secondary in there. It's actually on the outside, so we're gonna have to change that one from the outside.
Okay.
But look at that. This thing is full of dust. You can just imagine how much dust this thing is picking up working out there. Oh shit. That's not good. And stuffed in there is a little blower motor. You can hear it running in there. You can grab me that filter,
Sure, sir.
please. Thank you. This filter is also very crucial if you have a closed cab machine and you're using the AC. It's very crucial because it's going to keep trash out of your blower motor. As you can see, like we just showed you, the blower motor is fully exposed in that box. So if these air filters go bad and they get really clogged up and blow a hole through it, it can get a lot of dust in there, and your blower motor will actually go out. So then you're not going to have AC anymore. Just a reminder to change these things pretty often if you're using that AC in your machine.
I would say almost every service it has to be done
Yeah.
along with everything else. It's
We're
just gotta
directly outside the box that we were in there. This is where our filter is housed. So we're going to go ahead and pull this, if I can, like that. And then go ahead and open this up. And there's our outside filter there. We're going to need the arms up to pull this cover off. Might be able to snake it out like that. There you go. You don't want to be breathing that in the cab. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this real quick. Wipe it off. This is gonna be our seal for our air filter, so I want to make sure get a good seal here. And we'll go ahead and sneak this filter in just like we took it out. Maybe. So it's seated good. And go ahead and close the cover and put some pressure and lock it up. Just like that. Alright, there you go. Full service on this Cat 262 D3. Took you on the AC filters. We have air filter, engine oil filter, hydraulic oil filter, engine crankcase filter, fuel water separator. As you've seen on the computer hydraulic service, they don't recommend it until 1,000 hours, but this machine is brand new and the customer wants it to last a long time, so we did that prematurely, which is not a bad thing. It's only going to help us along the line and help the longevity of this machine, make sure he's out there without any downtime. So there you have it. We're going to call the customer, clean our stuff up, and let them know that this thing's ready to go.
This unit actually came to us from Sacramento and is going to be taken back up to Sacramento on Sunday. So they just came to visit us, and we made sure we get this done. We got this done for him in a timely manner. He called me, I think it was about 2 o'clock. We set it all up, and we were able to help him out.
It's 5:55 right now. So
And we are out here in the cold for our customers.
this is hydraulic
Taking care of it.
after hours.
Yes, sir.